guy, Pinto?
Yeah.
But did you see the interview of like?
It's like my friend Goji.
Yeah. But nah, I don't think not the one I sent you. There's another one.
Oh, nah.
It's like when all the fighters are talking lined up or whatever.
Nah, what did you say?
They start asking him about it. He's like, oh, I don't know, man. I feel like when you go to a zoo and like somebody sees a white polar bear and everybody's looking at the white polar bear and like, wow, that's how I feel. Like everybody's just looking at me like.
What?
I was like, what the hell?
Bro,
so basically just like solidifying it. Like, yeah.
Of course, bro. He just has hands.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Wow, I was like, yo, what the hell? I was like, damn, bro.
That's actually kind of hilarious, bro. You gotta send me that.
Bro.
That dude is cracked. He said a polar bear.
Polar bear, bro.
I'm like a polar bear.
Bro, where's that? Dímelo, ¿cómo estás, Luis? ¿Todo bien?
Todo bien, hermano, trabajando.
Sí, no queda otra. No queda otra, man. Tenemos que seguir dándole. Sí, ¿a qué hora quería? Tengo unas 3. Sí, en la tarde ese es el único equipo que tengo abierto, las 3. Ok, listo. Si algo te pongo para mañana, como quieras tú, si no puedes llegar, te pongo para mañana. Ok, listo, está bien. Ok, listo, está bien, entonces nos vemos a las 3. De nada.
After appearing the Frankish Ocean video, and what was that like? By appearing in the music video. No, it wasn't a music video. Appearing on his profile. Did I notice like more attention? Yes. Yeah. What was that like? Just a lot of people just. It's a crossover we just don't see that often at this stage. Which starts from the UFC to more mainstream and other stuff. Yeah, it's like kind of big, when you go to like a zoo and you see like a polar bear like inside of a zoo. It's probably like how the polar bear feels. Just a bunch of people staring at you. You told him Frank to drop.
That kid is crying, bro. What the hell?
More music. No. That's
so ugly.
Did you notice a big boost in your profile, just attention after?
Bro, that dude has no star power.
So, it's probably like how the polar bear feels. There's a bunch of people staring at you. You tell Frank to drop soon. To drop what? More music? No. That's his decision. Did you notice?
What a cornball.
That shit caught me so off guard, bro. Cause I wasn't keeping up with it, like it's like.
I never seen his interviews yet.
Yeah, I've been keeping up with like,
his fights.
Yeah, his fights. I didn't know him like personally. I just knew I watched the whole entire interview of him and Errol Owani.
I saw that where he said that he got kicked out of his own fight.
It was fire. I was like, man, this kid's cool.
He
bro.
seemed normal.
Yeah, and, kid from the suburbs.
I've never seen those though.
Yeah.
Like from press conferences and stuff.
Then when I started seeing all these other videos surfacing, I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? I didn't know that shit.
Yeah,
I wasn't giving up on it like that. I just watched that one Ariel Hawani.
Yeah. Nah, me too. I got the voodoo.
I just watched that one. It's cool. It was like almost like a surgery.
Yeah.
Era para hoy. Este lado. A las 11, ¿no? 11:30. Te voy a poner para las 12:30. Ya, no, creo que era las 11. No worries. No worries. Te puedo poner con las 12:30. Ok, a mí, tú no estás seco. Tranquilo. A las 12:30 entonces está bien. No, tranquilo, no worries. Dale, nos vemos ratito. How's it going, boss?
Yeah, everything's great, thanks.
How's your son doing? He's in Seattle, no?
Yeah, he's in Seattle. He's doing great.
Nice.
Yeah. I just need a trim, I think.
Nice trim?
Yeah.
John always tells me same haircut as you. So same haircut as John?
Yeah. I don't know.
How much you want to take off?
I would say like 6 on the side and scissors on top. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah, 5'7". Thank you.
So he's doing good out there? He likes it?
Oh yeah. Well, he loves Seattle. He loves just to get out in nature and hike and everything. He's big.
Oh, he's
a
a
big
hot
walker. Yeah. Oh yeah. He loves walking. He might walk like 10K a day almost. Yeah, he does a lot of walking. That's good. Come back.
Yeah. A day, you said?
What's that?
He's walking how much a day?
Sometimes 10K.
A day?
Yeah. Yeah, he puts up hours.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, not every day, you know, but he's done that. A little bit crazy, but he does walk a lot.
That's awesome. And you haven't gotten into like running, jogging?
No.
Besides the hikes and the
Yeah, exactly. Opposite from a sister who lives here in Miami.
Yeah, so like
She just organized the Columbus golf tournament.
oh, nice.
At the Toronto National. Back 2 weekends ago.
Okay.
Yeah, she's nice. Yeah, she's her event organizer and alumni collecting, funds for the school.
Nice.
Yeah.
So she's staying out there.
Yeah, exactly.
She likes Miami.
Yeah, she loves Miami and Bradley hates Miami, so he hates the heat.
Yeah. It's crazy how Philly sometimes is so big.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't lived here since 2017.
Yeah. 18 years old?
Yeah, exactly.
Does he come down and visit you?
Yeah, no, he comes down, but his home has been California and Seattle, though. California and Washington.
He's been spending most of his time out there, right?
Yep.
But he doesn't really like going down here.
Not really. Now, going on trips or something like that is different. But
He comes down here to visit you guys.
yep, exactly. Also, he goes to Doral Academy. Visit with the student body and the STEM. They just started. They built a whole new addition, a whole new wing to Doral, a first floor that's all dedicated to STEM. 100%. And Bradley had a lot to do with them getting that up and running. Running ideas. So, yeah. That's one of his accomplishments.
Nice.
Started the first computer club at Doral Academy. They just had like 3 kids and they got in the van and drove up to Orlando and they placed like 2nd place in the state
Nice.
with no experience, nothing. So
Mine number one?
yeah, he's been into that computer stuff his whole life, so that's what he likes.
Yeah, my daughter was always into like planning and watching like the wedding planner movies and stuff. Now she's like a planner, but not wedding planner, but the big event planner. So she's doing her thing too now. So she likes.
So they each have their own career path.
Exactly, and that's a weight off of our shoulders that you would not believe. Once your kids become independent and self-sufficient,
You got nothing else to
and
worry about.
that's one step. That's one thing off the list.
That's when you start enjoying life.
Exactly.
Traveling.
Yeah. And you can let go, and everything's fine.
That's awesome.
Now,
He's good, man. He's gonna be moving back down in October.
oh, no kidding.
Yeah, he's gonna be moving back down in October.
Cool.
Yeah, he's just gonna sell his farm that he had bought a couple years ago.
Good. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You gonna buy something down here?
No, he has to come.
Oh, okay.
He's coming back.
I thought he sold the house around it.
No, he sold that.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So you might let him come in here and check the place out every once in a while, maybe?
Oh, he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back. But he's not gonna be working that much. He's gonna work like in the morning. Yeah, something like 7.
Hottest day ever. I was
Be there.
wishing for rain. No, and he
Just go now to spending time with the kids.
never rained.
How's the senior doing?
He's good, good. Yeah, he just moved in.
It's only been done 3 times.
House sitting.
That shit. Right now, we're like, they're trying to chase another one. Are really dirty.
Not working as much.
We're gonna get 3 guys. Our turn and then
How about Trevally? You see?
that's what they're saying. Well, it's supposed to wear, but our chance 50-50. And I think I plan might be gone.
I don't know if I met her before you or you met her before me, but when I met her through John, he'd have to
Yeah,
take a
man, she's a
discount.
really good person.
We worked with her every time, we had some weekends, I used to meet her.
We got a spot though. A little game, not individual.
Really, really dope.
Have you been to John's shop yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there, Tammy, you can watch the plains land and
The good thing
right there,
is,
and they got the railroad
That's
cars
really
right
just one of
there,
them
that
that
good
put
there.
so
Down right in.
they'll reshift their focus on the next best gas station, which let me tell you, some good guys out there.
No, John doesn't, I don't know. Yeah, John knows it very well.
Everybody just became better there. You remember when we lost West Welfare? Here you go. Yeah, when you were born? Yeah, no, West Welfare been here, and all the names. So you were definitely doing it.
But that company's gone. Remember they used to be around, they had Rocky like the hurricane.
Well, they do like some traffic, like we found him in the road. And then, no, he left to go join
Red, white,
Tom
blue.
Woody. We didn't want to offer him a contract.
UN had a problem with logo usage. That's cool. They've Americanized everything now with UN.
The top receivers I've received.
Nice.
That guy was
That was
unstoppable.
downright.
He was like a little
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
They had an issue. Why? They used to be called.
No, they used to have the logo,
Yeah.
Rocky like the hurricane.
No, but the Dolphins got rid
with
of it.
with with Bird and the whole 9 yards. Well, I think so. Yeah, I don't know if that's a fact, but I kind of thought that that's what happened.
Yeah.
Or it could have been a decision before, but who knows? But I don't think it was because they were proud of their roots and everything else is what they were showing there.
Yeah, like wide receivers wouldn't show up on time. They would come like whenever. What's up?
Yeah, they're very, very good construction company.
Yeah, several times. Yeah.
Stop there.
Construction's exploding everywhere.
You kept saying
Already.
airplane, and you know that once something
It's like
like
fraud, you know?
yeah, up to a site, called the guys, flatten them out a landing strip on the construction site, and flew right up in the helicopter, checked up on all the guys, make sure everything's going good, and flies right back to the.
Did you come here to get a haircut?
He used to.
Now you go there to his house, right? To his mansion?
No, I know he lives there up in Hickory. I know.
Right.
But he just
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the other after that. I wasn't even serious.
Invite your brother when he comes back down here.
The team's like 3 hours in a row.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, maybe we'll get me, Johnny, and him in here, Sam, and we'll have a conversation.
Yeah.
Didn't come through a lot of work.
and he lost everything.
Yeah.
That broke
Look at him now. Always get knocked down. Learn. Knocked down. You don't learn from knockdowns and you get swept off the side of the road somewhere.
Pre-draft method. 6'4" with a 6'7" weight.
You can have the eyebrows too. Just
High pass.
yeah, just
Toughness, versatile playmaking.
volumes in there.
Working ability with solid free control to 84%. Fast explosive burst. Struggle with creating separation. Can improve turnover control because of pushing. Keep only first offense and analysis things with how some
They just one like it out there, the gas.
I don't him at the
Oh, it's right there. I don't know if he'll be at the stop right now, but.
loading the supply and the
Thank you very much. Take care, buddy.
Hey, likewise, man. Have a good one.
See you, man. Take care.
Yeah, John, good people, man.
Yeah. Daisy. We're pretty tight.
Just to fuck around, I was using the gamma.
The
The boost, yeah, that I had there, because I switched the blade. I took off the balding blade because it was cutting through me. Yeah, it doesn't line up right. And then, because of the lever, bro, it moves. It never crap, bro. Yeah. So I started using it, I'm like, nah, hell no, bro. That's what I'm saying. The machine's crap, bro. If you drive a Lamborghini, you can't go back to a Honda, bro. Hell no.
Unbelievable. Yeah, Big Bird's wife.
Bless you.
So when I met John, I met his wife and my wife met his wife, and there was a connection right from the get-go with the wife, where they looked at each other when they were in their house, and she goes, I know you. Oh boy. She goes, hold on. And she left. She went, I went back home and left John there.
The only thing I'm
To go
worried
to her
about
yearbook from high school and from middle school. Yeah, she went to Cypress, middle school, and then Miami High.
That's what I'm saying.
And her maiden name was Sosa,
Because they regret.
and my wife's maiden name was Sosa. Both went to Miami High, and they both went to Cypress Elementary, and both started back in school.
Some guy
Yeah. And then we found out we went for a vacation with them, and we found out that I said, yeah, my kids are born in South Miami. And she goes, oh, so are mine. And I said, yeah, mine were delivered by watching a NFL Dolphins game. She goes, what? She goes, yeah, Dr. Peterson, and she had a heart attack right there. She goes, he delivered our kids, or she, and yeah, it was like she and he, and it was like, wow. Also delivering the kids, so it was like, okay. Yeah, that was like really weird. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what me and Johnny said. This is somewhere in like.
And how long ago was that?
That was like 4 years ago. It was
The fucking game.
prior to the pandemic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when we
Dude, OKC just won.
yeah, maybe 2018, 2019, something like that.
You guys ran right into each other. You guys always live here.
Yeah, I bought a house right, well, it was split at Park and stuff. Right just south of Stonewood. Yeah, that was a big mango avocado field.
Yeah, my grandpa used to cut all the grass on it.
Yeah, that, you know, yeah, and around Stonewood, that piece of grass right there, but that was all just avocado fields. We bought it back in '84, had a house.
Pretty incredible how many he's changed.
Yeah. Then they built that park, that whole park. Tropical Park. Yeah, well, they were gonna put money into it 30 years ago. They've been, well, now they're finally making it a reality. But forever, for 30 years, they've been talking about that. I talked to the commissioner, I said, look, put a light post in there. This is 30 years ago. So, you know, people right now, they just walk, you know, walking park is great, but you need to have little light stations. You know, do sit-ups, pull-ups, chin-ups, whatever, have little something set up on the side. That's a great idea. And you send it off to the park commissioner and this and that, and nothing. But now for 30 years later, yeah, yeah, exactly. They were gonna put baseball fields, they were gonna do this, they had so many different plans, but now they're gonna put a library, I think.
Yeah, library with a parking lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if library is part of the future because so much stuff is online and, you know, that's, you know, I guess it's the 30-year wait to have a library built is kind of crazy. I don't live there anymore. I don't live my neighborhood anymore. I gotta leave that alone. You know? Yeah. Yeah. I remember we were thinking, because we voted on the land for land usage for the park. We were gonna either build more housing, that's what we're doing now, we had a choice of a few different options, but we chose to have the park there. And they said, well, we'll build a basketball court, and they would build a playground in the station in a little corner. And then we would have a walking park, and then we have a baseball field, and we have a manned summer program, which is key, because I think that's what they're building right now, besides the library, is to have a manned summer camp facility. That's great.
30 years later.
Yeah.
And that's on top of the
Yeah, so, we got here.
Yeah.
Better now than never. Exactly. Can't really complain about it.
Yeah.
That's progress, I guess, in a slow fashion. But then again, the neighborhood, they do it in developmental stages according to the master plan. That area is still from 157 to Palm, it's all agricultural out there. There's no change in anything there. But to remain that way. Yeah, but now they're changing, so if I was an investor, I'd be looking between 157 to 177, all that area there eventually is gonna break. Anyway, bro, no. Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Have a good one.
All right.
Good day, man. Hey. What's up, man?
All right.
Still cutting, right?
Huh?
Still cutting.
A little bit. I think it's I think it hit like the mark where I can't go down here. What's up, man?
Yeah, no, you look real slim.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the total now is.
You went from looking like world's strongest man to looking like heavyweight in the UFC.
Yeah.
I think the total right now is 56.
Okay.
56 pounds.
All right, let's see this new cut now.
Yeah, I got you.
You want the photo or you got it?
Alright, let me see it.
Like I said, obviously it's not gonna look the same because it's just starting out. But
Okay. And then on the back part, how do you want to end these?
so, what do you think? Like point it, the
we
point
can see it
one?
out. Yeah, we can see it out. We can make it a little bit.
Yeah. But I think that's how it is too, like a V down.
Yeah, down at the bottom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. You want to have it up here if you want to look at it? You got it?
Yeah.
Now, where would it start? I'm just curious. So like,
On the sides for now, kind of like almost like a regular. Yeah, for now until this part starts fitting in, because I don't want to dig in too much.
and then it looks like me, looking more,
Yeah,
like
just
straight up more.
I'm gonna dig into all this little light area. It's just gonna look like weird.
Okay.
In my opinion.
No, I'm
So,
cutting
yeah,
you.
like a mid to high skin fade, and then it on the back, the V right here, I'm turning it to the back.
Let's do it.
But for now, until it fills more in and I see
Yeah.
how much hair I'm working with, I don't want to dig in too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just gonna
I got you. No, I want to try it out, man. I'm just curious.
Yeah, it's in.
Okay.
I'll put it in.
Oh, and no beard, nothing.
Nothing.
No bottom, no.
So that's
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of already trimmed the bottom a little bit at this point, made a little line-ish, but I'll leave it how it is now.
What, fishing pretty tournament?
Yeah. We got a dolphin tournament on Saturday. So I gotta go now from here to the Keys. There's some people that I haven't seen in a while. They're at my buddy's house in Key Largo. And then tomorrow we're just gonna like day drink, go on a boat. Kids there, we're gonna go to the sandbar. And then Saturday, early in the morning is the tournament.
Nice.
Yeah, man. My team won like 4 years ago. But it's been tough every year after that, but
Competition down the country.
yeah, a lot more people are a lot more. But other than that, remember, the thing about dolphin fishing, it's all dumb luck. There's no spots. There's
It's not like fishing from a pier.
or no, it's not even that. Like sometimes if you have spots out there like a reef, you have coordinates. But dolphin fishing, there's no coordinates. You gotta find birds. You gotta find stuff floating in the ocean. All this stuff that can go. It can turn from a really crappy day to a really dang good day out of nowhere. But that's the cool thing, that it's all random. It pretty much. But you have to know what you're looking for. You see the birds, you gotta know what lures to throw. Control, it's all trolling. So you gotta know what stuff to throw. If it's not working, change it up. Find weed lines, you gotta find weed lines. There's you gotta look for stuff out there. You can't just go too blind out there. But
What's the main thing you're looking for? Sequels.
so we find so seagulls or frigates, which are the ones that they're like the bigger blackbirds. When those things are soaring over, flying circles, they're actually those only follow big fish. So we look for those. If you see a floating piece of it could be a small bucket. Believe it or not, a small bucket will hold like bait under it. And then when there's bait, there's going to be a dolphin around it. So
obviously the bigger thing floating out there, the better. Like sometimes people found half a piece of a boat floating out there, a big tree, you know, a palm tree. You know, anything you find floating out there, try to throw around it, and then the weed lines. And the little sargassum weeds, you see them out there? They can line up for like a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, and you just troll up and down on the side.
On the side of the sea.
Yep, yep. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. And then mostly just drinking.
Drinking and having a good time.
Hell yeah.
How many people?
On our boat it was 6.
In total in the
Yeah, yeah. Well, the tournament. So I remember each boat, there's all of them are mostly big boats. So I think we had up to like 30 or 40 boats in the tournament. So
Probably over 100 people.
oh, easy. And then the weigh-in is probably like 4:30, and that's what we're going to.
So go check the site.
Yeah. And then what we do after is at Homestead Basement, the marina down there, that's the weigh-in. And then from there, they have like a huge after party. After party, there's a band that comes, free food, easy paella. There's a bunch of nice raffles getting around, and then Key West Brewing Company usually gives us like 4, 5, 6 kegs. And then we actually, I don't think you smoke cigars, but we actually know the owner of Oliva Cigars, so which is a really reputable cigar company, he comes down and gives free cigars to everyone. It was a good time, man. It's good. It's fun.
So you got to promote their business at the same time.
Exactly. And we have sponsors, everything too. So I'm actually wearing one of our tournament shirts, but look, you'll see. So look, there's way more, but these are all of our sponsors. Stuff like that. And I'll show you the back of the shirt. It always changes every year, but.
How much do they pay to be a sponsor?
I think they donate, so it's however they want, how much ever they want to do, and that supplies our food, the drinks and everything, but also they're actually put into the actual, their items are actually raffled out in the tournament too, like the ones that sponsored us. They put their whatever items they want in a raffle, and bro, people throw down those raffles because they cheap. Man, it's like big, kayak, you name it, paddleboard, yeah. And the buy-ins are only like $5 or $10. They average between $5 and $10 a ticket. So you can get a whole paddleboard, bro. One time they had raffled out a whole small boat, like a flat boat. Bro, you got GPS, guns. Whatever, you got guns, rifles, fishing rods,
All the fun stuff.
There's paintings, there's memorabilia, bro, it's random stuff. Some weird stuff. Coolers, Yeti bags, kayaking, camping bags, tents, everything. Oh, dude, so how's your trip, bro?
Bro, it was awesome, bro. Yeah, nah, I loved it, man. A lot of wildlife. Never seen so much wildlife in my life.
You know what, when I texted you, I was like, I thought you were over there. And I was like, right away, man, this guy probably does not have no reception.
So I connected.
Did you pay like the
No, I connected like the old Android that I had here because I was able to remove and put their SIM card. Their SIM card, and I had that connected, but it was only connected to the phone from there for Costa Rica. It didn't work with it. I couldn't make phone calls to our numbers out here. So the only thing I had out there was WhatsApp and Telegram, but I had the Wi-Fi.
I was gonna say, yeah, WhatsApp, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't responding to almost anybody. But yeah, man, it was fun, dude. Yeah, for you love it out there, man. Have you done?
No, never. That's on my bucket, yeah. Cold.
Yeah, you're right here. Yeah. But yeah, bro. Yeah, it was awesome, dude. Waterfall.
It's only sloths?
Yeah, we saw sloths, but way high up in the tree. Yeah, they're high up there. You need binoculars. They go, man, they climb up.
That was part of it. I think I told you that was part of the little business thing at the hotel. Is that right outside the hotel? The hotel. I mean, the resort was basically in the jungle, and we got to actually. There was a slot that was right there at ground level, and we got to pet it too. Yeah. Some of them were a little bit up, but and then we had one that had a baby. So like it was the mom and the baby. Like the baby's on her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we tried to find them, but usually they walk up to people, the capybaras. We couldn't find any.
Oh, the capybaras?
Yeah. They said they come out early in the morning. It was too hot, and they're more in the marsh after that. But in the early morning, they walk around the resort. And people like see them, take photos, all that.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah. Before we left, we were trying to find some.
But yeah, we did some jungle tours. We saw tapirs.
Yeah, take you. Yeah.
We saw calls everywhere. We saw calls. We saw chickens.
Oh, that's cool. Like a wild chicken.
Yeah. We went to the Osa Peninsula.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Osa Peninsula, which is like the most biodiverse part of all of the country.
Yeah.
Costa Rica. So there's where they have like the most wildlife. The jaguars, we weren't able to see jaguars. They knew where they were at. They were like all the way on the other side of the peninsula. Like, I would have to take another tour the next day and try to go see them if I was lucky to see them. But,
Yeah, they'll probably be hiding. They don't want you to see them.
exactly. So the thing about those, like wherever they're at, they normally shoo away all the other wildlife. So you
Yeah.
won't see any other wildlife.
Any snakes?
Yeah, snakes with the night tour. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I'm sure there was quite a few venomous ones.
Yeah, we saw a bunch of spiders, frogs, snakes too. Because like 60% of the wildlife comes out.
Yeah.
But 60% of the wildlife in Costa Rica is nocturnal, dude.
Any crazy like tarantulas or anything?
I
Scorpion?
don't remember the name. I think it was trying to get something. So yeah, there was some big tarantulas, scorpion, crazy ass moths.
Did you see? I'm sure a crap load of monkeys and stuff like that too, right?
Yeah, the monkeys, we heard them every morning. The howlers.
Yeah.
But they weren't like at a door like saying hi. You know?
Yeah.
They were in the jungle, but you would hear them in the morning. Every morning when you wake up, you hear them hollering.
Yeah.
That shit sounds demonic, bro.
Yeah. Well, the howler?
Yeah, they sound demonic.
Yeah. It's like,
Sounds like the devil or some shit,
yeah.
bro. Shit sounds crazy, bro.
Bet you vipers and stuff like that.
And we saw vipers because we went to a reptile sanctuary.
Oh.
Yeah, we
okay.
saw vipers there, but I didn't get to see them in the jungle. In the night tour, I didn't get to see them. I don't know too much about like the snake plants, but I know we saw.
I know all that. So that's cool. I would have loved those tours.
Yeah, you gotta do the night tour. If you go out there, you have to do the night tour. You have to do it. If you want to see like all the snakes and the spiders, you have to do the night tour. We saw bats. We did cliff diving. We did the jump swinging into the waterfall.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We did the hot geothermal hot springs. That's by the volcano. Volcano out of nice. That was pretty cool. We did mountain ranges. A little green spot up in the mountains, way up in the mountains. Right into the wildlife is a little different. They have a lot of hummingbirds. There was a little coffee shop here. And somehow, some way, they got the. So that's one thing about it. They're very strict with the water.
Oh, yeah.
Like the one I was did, I got in trouble for bringing a plastic bottle beside my foot.
Damn.
I can't even bring a plastic.
Yeah, 'cause they don't know you. They think you're gonna just discard it after. Yeah.
So they're big. You can't bring any food. You can't bring any cigarettes. You can't bring any plastic bottles.
How was it? I was just curious because like usually in national parks it's the same thing. If you had to go take a shit, did they give you like bags or something to do it in, or they allowed you to do it on the floor?
There was no bathroom there, bro.
No, but did they tell you anything about like when you have to take a crap or a piss or anything?
I forgot what they told me.
You wanna have you heard about what natural parks do?
No.
So certain national parks, you go in there here. Yeah, you have to ship it back. They don't know what you've been eating. So what you have to, they don't want it to contaminate. If it had some kind of other berry or something in there that didn't get partially digested, and they don't want it to be like. Yeah.
That's smart though, because think about it. If you're like a drug addict or something, and your diet's really bad, and you just happens to be out there, your poop is gonna like unfertilize whatever was
man, they're
fertilized.
crazy, bro. They're crazy. Yeah, you have to walk around with your crap in a bag. It seals pretty tight, but yeah.
It has to, right? It's gotta be like one of those ones that like it like almost vacuum seals.
It's got like, I think it's got like 3 or 4 seals. Like it's nuts.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna smell it. Basically, you're not gonna smell it.
But you're gonna know it's there. It'll be warm for sure.
For instance, my buddy did camping in Zion National Park over there. Yeah. Where is it? Oh, no, Utah. Right? In Utah, they did backpacking up there in the Zion National Park. And yeah, man, yeah. Now it's like an honor system, of course, because no one's out there watching you. So, but
Yeah, it's a mentality. The way they
Yeah.
want you thinking that way to protect you.
yeah, but my friends did it straight up.
They win in the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an honor system. Like no one's out there watching you. It's a huge freaking. These parks are.
But I mean, like,
miles and miles long.
they'll see it like when like someone else comes by, they'll behind.
You'll see like a little person.
Yeah. You don't want to be that guy.
Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, no, I don't remember what explanation they gave, but I know it wasn't any bad.
No, I think there was no bathroom. I just wanted to see like if they had any strict rules with like going to the bathroom.
I remember you said
Safe with the rain, bro.
he went bathing on the beach. The beach was like no touch. You couldn't go and bathe in the beach.